Welcome to this geometry lesson. Today, we are going to explore the isosceles triangle. You have probably seen these shapes in architecture, art, and design. Let's break down exactly what makes a triangle isosceles. First, let us define it. An isosceles triangle is a triangle that has at least two congruent sides. The word isosceles comes from Greek, where iso means equal and skelos means leg. So, it literally translates to equal legs. If you see a triangle with two sides of the same length, you are looking at an isosceles triangle. It is important to know the names of the different parts. The two equal sides are called the legs. The third side, which is not equal to the others, is called the base. The angle formed by the two legs is the vertex angle. The angles at the bottom, where the legs meet the base, are called the base angles. There's a very important rule called the Isosceles Triangle Theorem. It states that if two sides of a triangle are congruent, then the angles opposite those sides are also congruent. Simply put, if the legs are equal, then the base angles are equal too. This is a key property used to solve many geometry problems. Isosceles triangles have a line of symmetry. If you draw a line from the vertex angle straight down to the base, it acts as an altitude. This line cuts the triangle perfectly in half, creating two identical right-angled triangles. It also splits the vertex angle and the base exactly in half. Not all isosceles triangles look the same. They can be classified by their angles. An acute isosceles triangle has all angles less than 90 degrees. A right isosceles triangle has one 90-degree angle. An obtuse isosceles triangle has one angle greater than 90 degrees, but in all cases, two sides remain equal. Here is a special case to remember. An equilateral triangle has three equal sides. Because the definition of isosceles requires at least two equal sides, every equilateral triangle is technically also an isosceles triangle. However, not every isosceles triangle is equilateral. Let's try a quick problem. Suppose we know the vertex angle is 40 degrees and we need to find the base angles. Since the total sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees, we subtract 40 from 180, leaving us with 140 degrees. Since the base angles are equal, we divide 140 by 2. Each base angle is 70 degrees. Calculating the perimeter is straightforward. You simply add up the lengths of all the sides. The formula is P equals 2 times A plus B, where A is the length of the equal legs, and B is the length of the base. To find the area, you use the standard triangle formula. Area equals 1/2 times base times height. Remember, the height is not the length of the leg, it is the perpendicular distance from the vertex to the base. You might need to calculate this height if it is not given. Isosceles triangles are everywhere. Roof gables are often isosceles triangles to allow water to run off easily. Truss bridges use them for structural stability. Even a slice of pizza is roughly an isosceles triangle. To wrap up, remember these key points. An isosceles triangle has at least two equal sides. The angles opposite those sides are equal, and the altitude forms a line of symmetry. Thanks for watching, and keep practicing your geometry skills.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.